only three wise men will listen to. It's the front three, no, it's the front.
All right, welcome back to the Front Three podcast with myself, Big Will, Coach Dan, the prodigy himself, AJ, and we've got a very special guest on the show today. We've got Zeno. How are we doing, gents?
Zeno.
All good, man. All good.
Zeno.
You know, just allowing strangers into the building.
Strangers?
And then seeing them right next to me as well, you know?
Right
Listen,
next
it
to
makes
you.
sense.
But I said,
You know what? When I walked in, I said to him, I said, let's sit there.
it makes sense, though. Trying to set something up.
Listen, I'm ready.
Good.
All right, our big debate today is what constitutes a generational talent? And so we're going to look at the players who currently in world football we can consider as a generational talent. We'll look at some examples as well and debate if Phil Foden, according to AJ, is he actually a generational talent?
This one's mad because according to AJ, AJ's never wrong, baby. I said what I said on the last pod and I stand by it. Yeah? And United fans will also agree with me. Because what happened? Massacre at the bridge. You understand? But before we go anywhere, guys, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Today is the Fantastic Four. So I believe someone you know deserves to hear our insight.
I agree.
Let's start off with the question then, gents. What constitutes a generational talent then? Zena, I'll start with you. What's your criteria?
I think my criteria, ideally, would be like there is a player in every generation who kind of translate or changes football in a way where the next generation play a style of football because of the previous generation. Like if you look at Rooney, how Rooney came onto the scene, he wasn't just a striker. He was a striker that can do everything. That was so rare during that era.
Facts.
And I feel like I think someone put in the chat saying, is Kane a generational talent? I would say no. Because how he came through, you know what I'm saying? He had to go through loans. So I feel like I think like the generational talent in the English football, it goes from Rooney to Foden. And the reason why a lot of people like are skeptical with calling Foden generational talent, I just feel like is because he didn't get to play it straight away. Like we saw his talent early, but because he was playing under KDB, he was playing under David Silva, we didn't see his talent straight away. We knew he had it, but it's like, how good can he be? You know what I'm saying? So like,
And you can even argue Pep didn't even give him the chance.
Exactly.
As well.
Exactly. And then
Yeah, true say. And it's like we said on the last pod though, life is weird. KDB being injured has pulled Phil Foden into where he should rightly be. Again, we saw the magic of Foden and that generational talent, if we want to put it that way, you know, the other night. And guess who wasn't playing? KDB.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like, yes, we've seen Foden out wide and he can do the business out wide. Yeah. We've actually seen him play a bit deeper and he can create from a bit deep. And now we're seeing him in his preferred position per se, and he's thriving in it. And I guess with what you said, Gino, in terms of like, you know, you see the person's talent and then the next generation will somehow want to play like that or want to be like that. And, you know, when you look at English footballers right now, him and maybe Jude are the two. Let me land. I haven't even landed. No, let me land. I'm not talking about let me land.
Okay.
I'm saying off the basis of the way we're seeing football right now in terms of English players, those two are the two players. If you were to ask a young player or a young footballer right now, I'm talking like under 10s, under 11s, under 12s, if you were to be like an English footballer, who would you be? They probably mention one of those two.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do we just settle then? What we're basically saying is that any player which the next generation aspire to be like, is that what we're classifying as a generation?
But what would you
No, but I think that's also a factor in it, amongst many other factors. But that's an important factor in it. Because, for example, like Zeno rightly mentioned with Rooney, like, there was hundreds of millions of boys who wanted to be the next Rooney. Do you get it? Because of the way he played, his stature, his output, his influence. You get it?
He's a one-of-a-kind kind of player. Like, you look at football now in England anyway, you can't compare.
Have you ever seen
Rooney.
since we talked about it? It's only the other night when Foden was saying in the post-match that Grealish said that he reminded him of Rooney with one of the goals he scored. That reminded him of Rooney. Do you know what I'm saying? So since Wazza, have we seen a player in his ilk?
No, but I feel like skills-wise, the only one that can speak to him as a striker will be Kane.
Yeah, of course.
Because like,
Finishing
they have
ability
so many
wise.
similarities.
Yeah.
They can
But
come
as a
deep.
whole player,
Not as a whole player, that's different.
Then-
Like, Kane is more like a pure number 9 who can finish. Like, he can also drop deep and do the playmaking role.
but Kane can't play left or right forward like Wayne Rooney did.
But he wasn't asked to. He's a different player, though.
No. But what I'm saying is that even if Kane was asked to, I don't think the impact he would have would be that of
No, of
when
course, of
Rooney
course.
played left or right to
course.
accommodate Ronaldo and all these other dons. You get
not
it?
from the wide areas. I don't
Exactly.
think, yeah.
And so, because people will say, oh yeah, but Rooney and Kane are similar in terms of, they can both drop deep and create. They both have the ability to, hit a defense splitting pass or hit a 70, 80 yarder ball. They both have great striking ability, can both hit dead balls and stuff. Yeah, we can compare that. But if we were to expand it to look at the whole remit of how Rooney was compared to Kane, then do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess back to your point is, I think an element of being a generational talent is that the next generation are already looking to emulate you or be like you in some way in the way they play or the way they set up how they play. So I think that's a big factor.
You know, I think, Will, you were going to ask, what do I think?
Yeah.
I don't think, as a concept and a description, I don't think I believe in it. I don't think it's something that I care so much for. Because I'll say this, right? I don't remember until recently, when I say recently, up until, let's say, when Mason Greenwood stepped onto the scene, I don't remember hearing that term being used.
What do you think he's a generational player?
Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what did I just say before I started this, right? Is that I don't believe in it as a
I
concept,
hear it,
right?
yeah,
Or
of
a
course.
description.
No, but I feel like...
And I'm just saying, it's almost as if it's one of those slogans that are being thrown around in the football world nowadays. That's how I feel. Because look, I think this conversation was had in the chat, right? And one of the things was that a generational talent must be that, they are exhibiting a set of skills that is just uniquely to them. Along those lines. And I suppose with Foden, right? And look, before I say anything, right, there always has to be a caveat because there's some emotional guy on the internet that think because
Emotional guys, relax, okay? Let us land.
you have to be mindful of, before you get down for what is it called? One of these things that you get charged for nowadays anyway, right? And so it doesn't have to be like, I don't like Foden. No one can argue the brilliant player that he is. I'm just trying to understand this. Is he doing anything that is so exceptional in the world of football? I would say no. Maybe to the English game. And so then my question therefore becomes here, are we just speaking about he is of an ilk that we haven't seen in England within an English team? The English team or the England nation. Is that what we mean? Because look, what do we praise him for? Him sitting in the pockets or in the holes and turning on the half turn. He's very good at that. And he can bring the ball forward. Yeah. That's good. And I look at that, you say he's a generational talent. Okay, so as I'm thinking now, maybe I've taken the conversation ahead than it needed to, in that sense that, because it's almost as if when I've heard people say that, they're saying he's the only player of that type that England has ever produced. And I don't know where I sit with that.
No, that's not what we're saying.
Okay, that's the point I was making. Though. But as I was saying that, maybe that's not what they're saying.
Yeah.
But they're just saying right now, or maybe for a period of time, he is the best that they have created.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they could mean. I don't know.
That's it.
But then when I look at it, I also sit there and I think, if that's the case, maybe then we just have to say in England and just leave it as that conversation. I don't know if people are sitting in Spain and thinking, Foden is a generational talent.
I think,
or someone in Germany thinking that.
I think the basis of the conversation, what we were having, I think we were talking about England generationally. I don't think we were talking world football. But we can also take it to that stage.
Yeah. No, but if we take it there, for this is where I will lean with you. It's like if the standard of generational talent is Mbappe, then there's nobody on his level. Like I wouldn't put Foden with him.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So, but if you're talking about just English players, then Foden is like head and shoulders above everyone else, because I feel like players like Saka, Mount, Maddison, Barkley, I feel like they're just like on a tier below Foden. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those are like, I wouldn't call them generation talent, but I feel like them guys are just good talents or common talents. Like them guys come around very often. Like you will see a Maddison coming up through next year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you won't see a Foden.
What about someone like Cole Palmer? Does he have the potential to be a...
Nah.
But see, that's the thing though. Does he have a potential to be a generational talent? What does that even mean? Because think about it this way, right? You're saying you think about the rest as common talents or whatnot,
good,
yeah.
like good talent.
and whether they can make it up to that level and whatnot. Okay, so just look at it this way, right? You think about his effectiveness within the setup is very good.
Special.
Yeah.
But I don't see that any less for, let's say, a Saka, or what Maddison was doing for Tottenham earlier on in the season, or what Cole Palmer is doing for Chelsea right now. I get it. In tight spaces, he's exceptional in tight spaces. But then I can equally make the argument, right? Because of the fact that he's very good in tight spaces and he can come out, he suffers at England when they play him out wide.
No, of
because he
course.
hasn't got that stretch.
Of
But
course.
Saka does good at Arsenal and goes to England, and that's good also.
But he plays in the same position that he does at Arsenal and England.
But Foden has played on the wide areas at City, and he's done well also.
Yeah,
At
but
City, he's played in wide areas and also done good.
Yeah.
no, he has.
So the
but
approach, just
No,
quickly,
go on.
remember last time, I was saying when we were talking about those two players, I said, look, I think for me, it ultimately comes down to who's able to play in certain teams and certain setups.
Yeah,
You would have to build a specific approach to the game for Foden to shine.
of course.
And we don't have to, this is no way to negate his qualities. That's not the point. I'm just trying to understand generational talent. And so, yeah, you guys will have no shock when I say this. According to your own standards, yeah, I only know one England or English generational talent. And that is Trent.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I thought some sense was going to enter your mind. You're going to say Jack Wilshere. Because then I could even agree with you.
Jack Whilshere, like, bro,
listen,
boys,
this is the
slow
point I was
down.
making, right? You know when I said earlier on, if you're talking about is he the only player that we've seen with that kind of play? For me, no, because Jack Whilshere, I thought was just as brilliant in those little turns. On the half turn, Jack Whilshere was an amazing footballer. Yes, longevity-wise, he
Jack
didn't
Wilshere's
last.
the one who retired coach, innit?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. No, and so
Jack Wilshere retired coach, you know?
and so he kind of fall off, right?
Yeah.
And Foden seems like he's been managed well and he's going to keep playing.
Quick question on that, yeah. Since Jack Whilshere, have we seen anyone to the level of his ilk?
On the half turn.
English player.
On the half turn or in the pockets. Is that what you're saying?
As a whole player.
Maybe not, but that's just a style of play of a player.
Okay,
Right?
wait.
Because I think-
No, because now, so if we're saying since Jack Whilshere, we haven't seen an English player of that ilk, of that talent. That's what we're saying, right?
Of that specific thing we're praising Foden for, yes.
Yeah. We haven't.
I would agree.
We haven't. So the next one's Foden.
Right.
So my question for you is, was Jack Whilshere for you a generational talent?
As a concept,
As an
and as
English-
a description,
England.
I don't care for it. I just think he was an exceptional
answer the
talent.
question.
The same way. I am answering your question, not in the way that you like
No,
to
you
answer it.
answered the question,
You
though.
asked
You
the
answered the
question, they say yes or no. Man said, I don't care for it. So completely.
But so, because look, I think it's been established here, right? Yes, the descriptions we've given for generational talent, but I don't know if I subscribe to those standards. I don't
So
know
what would you subscribe to?
Okay, like how would you compare a young Jack Grealish to a young Foden? Like, what would be the difference between them two players?
It's just a style of play. It's just a style of play. Jack Grealish couldn't do in the centre, although he could carry the ball.
Of course.
He wasn't great on the half turn like Foden is. The same way Foden can't go on the wing and play the way that Jack Grealish played at Aston Villa. Jack Grealish now, even I can do that on the left wing.
Wow.
And I just had a surgery.
Slow down.
Jack, if you are watching, Jack,
Boy, he's he's
Jack
stripping.
has got a sense of humour, so he will know. You should understand. So for
don't
me,
even
it's a
use that
style
in
of
common
play.
as your
It's a
calves.
style of play. And so it's
Okay.
tough. It just seems almost like, and I get it. He's very good. He's very good. And City recently has been very successful. And so the way he's come out and the way he's contributing, making him seem like he's head and shoulders above the rest. And right now, he's producing some good stuff. But I don't think it's anything.
Yeah. And I think that's what, and goes to your point about Trent, like we haven't seen a right back play the way Trent
In the
has.
English, never.
Never.
what you and man did watch Gary Neville?
And you're... And you...
Look at that pain in his eyes. Look at that pain in his eyes.
A second ago,
Look at that pain in his eyes.
on me.
Look at that pain in his eyes. Look at that pain in his eyes. Nah, but
You see my point with
Yeah,
Trent,
what I'm saying though with
'Cause
Trent.
no one's played that role as good as he does. And I don't think there's anyone around that is going to play as good as him. You know, we were just talking and you perhaps mentioned Cole Palmer. He could be of that ilk of Foden, maybe not on the half turn in those little gaps, yeah? But he's very good footballer. He's very good.
With Trent, yeah, what I think is, because he's a right back, we first look at defending. And his defending ain't that good. If you're talking about, okay, in this era, in this modern football,
Attacking fullback.
yeah, he's
it's a
like
whole
the
different
right
conversation.
player for you, like, cool, like,
We
him
haven't
and
seen a
Robbo
player like
started
him,
that,
yeah.
that attacking fullback, and like their generation to the next generation. But if you're comparing right backs of back then, the closest one would be like Danny Alves. That would be the closest.
Can I say something, boys, yeah? You see this thing about Trent's defending? It's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. Can I tell you something, yeah? His attacking prowess is so high.
What, it negates his defensive
No, it doesn't negate. I'm just saying, it almost seems as if, because of how attacking and how proficient he is when it comes to attacking, yeah, it seems, yeah, every mistake he makes is highlighted, oh, that's a bad way to defend.
Or the mistakes are just really bad.
But he makes a lot of mistakes.
All the mistakes are just really
I
bad.
agree. He has improved.
I guarantee you, he does make a mistake.
Okay.
No one's talking about that, but it's
Okay.
not as bad as people perceive it to be, is the point I'm making.
No, it used to be bad. I think it's improving. No, it used to be bad. I think it's
You know why
improving.
you know why you think it's improving?
Because we haven't
Why?
seen him
Because
play
he's
football
not
in a
playing
while.
this whole season.
I knew he was gonna say that.
No, like, look, I'm talking about in general. How he started, like, when he was playing against Vinny and what Vinny used to do, like,
He's getting
You know, Vinny was
Whoa, it was twice, bro.
when
It was twice.
the final.
Yeah.
That's once.
No, they played one in the
Yeah, the year before that.
The year before
like,
that, yeah.
finals. Yeah.
Did they?
Bro,
So-
Is that the one where
play,
Salah's
bro.
shoulder got
Let's
mashed
not
up by
play,
Ramos?
bro. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
But he has improved
Was that the
defensive, though.
final?
Like,
No.
it's not as bad as...
No, those are, yeah.
That means that they played twice.
Twice.
Yeah, twice, yeah.
Well, fair enough. So, but my point is this, right? His defensive deficiencies, yeah, are not as bad as people make you think it is, or you perceive it to be. It's not. We adored Marcelo at Barcelona, at Real Madrid, sorry. But Marcelo was nowhere near when it came to defending on the left.
Yeah, he was
But
terrible.
everyone knows that, though.
He was, but my point is here, why is it Trent? It seems almost as if, yeah, people think we can't class him as the top player that he is because of that. But I think even with that, yeah, that's another conversation. That's another conversation. The way he plays from that position, yeah. If we were
we've never.
ever
To be
talking
fair,
about-
we've never
Yeah.
seen
if
anyone
we're
like
talking
that.
about
No, of course,
generational
I
talent,
think that's how
to
I
me,
would. That would be my criteria.
precisely.
Yeah.
If we were ever
So
to
the
go
way he
close
plays
to
and
it,
the impact he has.
Exactly. Yeah.
and that's not even for England.
That's
We can
just-
stretch that across the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if we talk about Foden, yesterday, for the people watching, type in YouTube, Alakun. Read my lips. That's how the Spanish say it. It's called Alakun. Yeah? Type in, it's called Alakun.
This guy,
Do you know what? I'm gonna say, in respect to that, yeah, I'll say, English-wise, Foden is a generational talent. I'm gonna put it out there
Since
right
Jack
now.
Whilshere.
since Rooney.
He's even going further back.
Since Rooney.
Fair enough.
That could
For me,
the championship. Like,
Because
come
when
on.
I look at it now, look at all the English talent that's come through over the last since Rooney retired, if we're going off Zena's thing, who has really been as magical, as great to watch, as effective in the hole and out wide, as much as Foden has been.
No, listen.
So English-wise, yeah,
No one can argue
obviously
with the
taking it
talents.
onto a world stage, I haven't seen him pull up trees on a Champions League stage as much. But then again, for argument's sake, I could revert and say, but if KDB and David Silva weren't around, then maybe he would have.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's the only reason why I'm not stretching the argument to say he's worldwide generational. But the time will come where I'll bring that to the
Can I
table.
make this argument also though, yeah? Before we wrap up. I think of late, when I say of late, maybe look at the last 6, 8, 10 years, yeah? I think naturally the players that the English have been producing seems to be of a different ilk to what they previously had.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
but that's
Rashford
football.
first stepped onto the scene,
we're like, oh, this is.
Who previously in the English nation or history has played the way Rashford played? No one. Rashford was just a supreme left winger that we've never seen.
Yeah, but with England, yeah, they weren't blessed with wingers though.
Stuart Downing was a standard.
Andros Townsend.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like England, like weren't blessed with wingers. So whenever like a new
A winger
comes
comes
out,
in, everyone gets excited.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because remember,
Let me have a midfielder.
back in the day,
Famous left-sided problem. Remember England?
bro, Joe Cole would play there.
Yeah.
Even David Beckham would have a
on,
stint
man.
there.
Let's not skip past this though. Did you hear the comment he just made?
What did he say?
Because England have not been known to make wingers here. Whenever we see someone like that, we're like, oh, I can say the same thing about Foden.
No chance.
Because the Spanish
What?
have many of these players.
You
Like
Spanish
who?
have many of Fodens. Listen, that's
Wait,
what
wait,
Pep
wait,
said
wait,
about
wait,
Jack
wait, wait,
Whilshere.
wait, wait.
That's what
This
Pep said
generation.
about Jack Whilshere.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah,
you know,
and Pepper said Phil. Yeah, and Pepper said
he
Foden.
said
it, he said it. Yeah,
And
yeah,
Pepper said Foden is the greatest young talent he's worked with ever.
Do you know what's funny?
Pow,
Hey,
pow, pow.
wait, hold on, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
We're not getting ahead of ourselves. Well, listen, this is one of the
When you
greatest ever
complain,
managers saying what he's saying.
He said about Jack Whilshere, who he played against, and he said about a player that he's coached for multiple years.
Oh,
And
come
here's the point I was going to make.
on.
You know, since he said, when Jack Whilshere ripped up that Barcelona midfield and he said that about him, no one really came through the Spanish team that was of that, or came from Barcelona or in Spain, that was of that standard. But now they're claiming that you maybe Gavi, not necessarily on the half turn.
What about Isco?
But my point is this, when he said that, and he was saying they have many of those in Barcelona.
Okay, I get
How
what
many
you're
of
trying
them
to
have
say.
really stepped up? You see what I'm saying? So you're talking about who right now? I said the Spanish have them, right?
What? This era or the previous era?
Well, maybe.
For this era, I haven't seen anyone apart from the winger, the Yamal.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
apart
Barcelona.
from him, there hasn't been any.
But see, so he's a generational talent because he's playing at 16. Is that
No,
what
no,
we're passing?
No, because
So why is he
no,
not
no,
generational
like-
no,
talent?
no,
because,
he's
no,
like,
because
wait.
if we start that narrative of the age thing, then someone come on and say Theo Walcott. Exactly.
No, he's
So
a top
that's
talent. I
why-
wouldn't say
that's why
generational.
that
He's a
argument has
top
to be stopped
talent.
right there about the age thing.
Yeah.
Theo
Like,
Walcott went to
like-
World Cup what? 16, 17?
Yeah.
Mad.
Like, look, for me, there's like tiers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
you
agree.
can't go from, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's common talents, good talent, wherever, but he will be like a top talent. He's not generation talent.
That's how I feel about Phil Foden. I think he's a top class player. I don't know. Like I said,
So
to you
what
boys, I
would-
just
what
don't
would-
agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that definition or description of generational talent because I suppose I just don't know what that means.
The way you said about Trent, then currently looking at the landscape of world football, who would you say is a generational talent apart from Trent?
Apart from Trent.
What, in today's football?
Yeah. We'll go across the board.
Mbappe?
I was about to say
Killy.
that, but I mean, that one is so obvious.
Yeah,
I
think-
don't remember us ever describing Mbappe as a generational talent.
Yeah, but I
He
think
was a
that's
good-
common knowledge.
because
That's
it's common knowledge. Yeah.
Common knowledge.
So, guys, I'm baffled then.
How? But you know when you see it though.
What do you mean by it's common knowledge?
Because not everyone's
Do you know
aware.
what I think here? A lot of people think Foden is that much exceptional because he's got that pure technical skill
Exactly.
that is common to the naked eye.
Yeah.
And we like that because in their tight spaces and everything like that, it reminds us of, when you're playing on the streets, right? You see that player that just got that tight skill, he can nutmeg you and you think you've got him, but then he evades you and stuff like
You've
that.
come
I think
up
that's why.
against a few of those, haven't you, mate? You've come up against a few of those, haven't
I've
you?
never been nutmegged in my life.
Hey, that's not true. That's not
Yo!
true. That's not true. That's
Me?
not true.
Nutmeg. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day. But I think, he says Mbappe,
Mbappe.
but those guys are different
Who
levels.
else, Zeno, would you say?
I would say Haaland, yeah, but I wouldn't say Haaland is a generation talent. I would say like he's a generation goal scorer.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm
What does
saying?
that mean?
We
Why is that
haven't-
not talent?
No, because it is like
why is that not talent?
wait. Do you classify scoring goals as talent? Because if you do, then he's part of that.
It has to be. Because we have people
Yeah,
like
can't
Nketiah,
lie.
they know about that guy. Who can get in the box to score a goal?
Hey. No, but you know,
People feel I'm taking shots at people.
at
no, but you know what it is, yeah?
Scoring is the definition of having talent.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? Like we've heard Roy Keane comment about Haaland
Man said League
all
Two.
game that like he plays like a League Two player.
And who would
know
ever
what I'm
say that about a generation?
Exactly. So that's just like,
Hello. You know, should have said,
oh my God.
No one, okay, elected Roy Keane as the final say of what a League Two
No,
goal
I
is.
agree with you. No.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Oh my God.
I agree with you.
No.
That's why if you lot have deeped it, I haven't addressed it. And you know I'm a Haaland fan.
Can I say something?
But ever since have I addressed it, I'd say nothing. Because Roy Keane, you're gonna trust Roy Keane's opinion.
No. I just mentioned it because like,
okay. So,
no, I said
wait. Do you agree or disagree with Roy Keane?
No. Obviously, that's a stretch. League Two player. That's way too much.
Championship.
Listen. Anyone who plays in the Premier League, yeah, deserves to play in the like. It's not easy to play in the Premier League, but on the naked eye, yeah, how we view Foden be like, wow, he wowsy. Haaland doesn't give you the same feeling. He only give you the same feeling with like some of the goals he scores. Like he will have like his leg all the way up.
Do you know why? Because of just it happens to be the position he plays in for one thing.
Yeah.
His style of play and his build.
No, but I thought, yeah, his style of play under Pep here would have improved massively.
But I think number one.
But is there any improvements?
No, but I think number one, I think everyone's been a bit too harsh, number one. But number two, also, Pep with those type of strikers has never really developed them or made them so much better. Ibrahimovic, case in point.
Yeah.
No, but
Ibrahimovic, case in point.
but Ibra was a main man though.
No,
Most
but-
of these guys,
no,
like
but-
Pep hasn't coached a young striker like Haaland. When he was at Barcelona, Eto'o was already there. And he won the Champions League before he came. When he went to Bayern, Lewandowski was there. And he was doing his thing at Dortmund. He had a whirl.
This is what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is, my point here is, the only time I've seen Pep have a strike of Haaland's ilk was Ibra. And even Ibra, it didn't go well. Do you know what I'm saying? So my question here is it solely down to the fact that, Haaland's not improving, or is it because he might not be getting coached like that?
No, listen.
Guys,
Come on,
what you're asking from Haaland, yeah? The more he does of it, the less goals he scores. It's just an approach. Listen,
Facts.
maybe he stays up there because he said it. I know when KDB's got the ball, it's telepathic. He's gonna find me.
Of course.
I'm gonna get in the box. I'll get 52
And
goals
also,
to win the Champions
boy
League,
to
win the
boy,
Premier League.
I
and
never
win
want
everything
Haaland to
else.
come and drop deep and be doing Harry
of
Kane
course.
stuff.
He doesn't need to do
Do you
that.
feel me?
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need to do that, but there's a level of like technical ability, that he has to have. Because look,
I
look.
Same.
My point is
Goal
like,
scorers are
But
goal
you never
scorers.
say that
If
about
he
Alan
doesn't
Shearer.
score, yeah.
Alan Shearer didn't have
oh
great
man, that's
technical
a different
ability.
generation,
No,
though.
but regardless of the generation, right?
Tech is tech.
Exactly. Because the conversation is that he's not got the technical, or he's got the technical ability of a
Jinky.
listen,
You
listen.
can't tell me that, Ryan Giggs
That's
was only a great dribbler in that.
That's
But if you're to translate him now, he can still be a good dribbler.
you know about Alan Shearer, yeah? How many free kick has he scored? Haaland can never score a free kick.
Okay.
You don't know that. You
Never.
don't know that.
But
We
that's
don't know
part of
that.
the technique.
We don't know that. We don't know
That's
that.
part of the
We
technique.
actually don't know
scored a
that.
free kick.
Until I see him take one, I'm not going to say nothing.
That's not the definition of
Oh
it.
my God.
Being able to score a free kick doesn't mean you're a great technician.
No, I didn't say that, but
Bro.
it takes some technique to do that. You can't just go and take a free kick anyhow, bro. I'm saying.
Okay, wait. Off
my
that
God.
basis,
I say
yeah.
whack
Off
it.
that basis, do you think Raheem Sterling has technical ability?
No.
Okay, but Raheem Sterling has scored a few good free kicks.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
Where?
Wait.
Did you see
I
his
saw
free
that
kick?
one. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying my
Exactly.
point. But I've seen him score free kicks.
Listen, personally, I haven't. So.
Okay then. So we can't bring the free kick on his way.
No. I'm just saying you gotta have some technical ability. It's like
Bro,
I'm not
there
saying
are-
you scoring free kick. That mean, like
Yeah, but
means you got tech.
there are Donnies who can hit a dead ball, but bro, they don't have tech like that. They just know how to strike a football.
Alex used to do that a bit for Chelsea, where he just.
Oh man, you remember Alex?
No, I don't remember.
Exactly.
No, I wanted to say, because AJ briefly touched on him. Bellingham.
Boy.
Jude.
I listen. He said he might be a generation talent. I
Okay,
don't
so let's-
feel in a way personally
What are you saying?
Why did you say that? Yeah.
because I feel like his style of play, as we was talking about with Foden, yeah, he hasn't got that. Like he's
De je ne sais quoi.
No. The only thing he might have in his favor, yeah, is his like physical attributes. He's like very big, tall, strong. Like he's very rare, yeah, that you see a guy like that playing the way he plays. You know what I'm saying? Because usually a guy does like that big, like they'll be
But the
stiff.
thing, the more you speak here, the more
you make
tilt
it
towards the fact
towards
that-
that he's a
No,
generational talent.
No,
Yeah,
wait,
it's
yeah,
very
but
rare.
no, wait. Actually, like his skills, like I don't know how to say, like he's gifted, yeah, in a way where He's got all like look, let me put it this way, yeah. If you were like, let's say all of us are in a lab, yeah, and we're like, we need like a perfect midfielder. He will be that in terms of like physical attributes. But when it comes to like technical ability, yeah, I don't think he's at the level where we haven't seen that before. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like him scoring goals, yeah, is kind of not doing him good because like people are just looking at his goals instead of looking at his game. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think it's interesting because I feel like, especially with Bellingham, I've seen certain technical attributes that I'm like, with a little bit of work, it could be very good.
A lot of work.
No,
A lot of work.
Because his close control is good.
Not every player, yeah, is
In
of the
certain
same
areas.
technical
No, of
ability.
course. But to
I
say
don't think that's
generational.
I think ultimately, yeah, one thing that people been complaining about modern football is that we don't have that player, that those Ronaldinhos or those players that be
The
and bring that
Mavericks.
magic. And so people are drawn to those kind of players. But to me, I don't look at that, yeah, and be like, oh, that means because of that, he's a generational talent, right? And so it means he's that much better than this player. I don't think so. I think how effective are you in the roles that you play? And Foden is very effective in his role he plays. I think Saka is very effective in the role he plays. Maybe consistency-wise, yeah, Foden might tip him over, but then someone can make the argument. He plays in a much superior team who dominates the ball, dominates games all the time. And you got to think about it this way, right? Yeah, Saka has been leading Arsenal. I don't know why I keep saying that because usually they make that comparison, right? He's been leading Arsenal for time. In days when Arsenal were being laughed at, yeah, Saka was the poster boy.
He was still pulling up
Foden
trees.
was protected. He was protected, and now.
But it's not like he was protected.
Listen,
out of
I'm not
choice
making
of
that
his
point
own.
to take away from him, but I'm just saying, yeah, he's been protected. Can you imagine? Yeah, can you imagine if
I don't like the word they're using, protected, because I don't feel like
fair enough.
you're making it sound as if he wanted to be. Like it's not that. It's
Whether
more.
he wanted to be or not, the team was just too good. He couldn't play it. My point is this, yeah. Pep protected him. And it worked out to his benefit. It did. Because look, maybe at that young age, had he been playing, we would have been saying generational talent, and he'll be smoking and doing whatever, and then you'll be down with him.
Wait, do you see Vieira like a generational talent? Vieira.
Which one?
Vieira.
Patrick.
I thought you were
Vieira.
talking about the Arsenal one. I was
No,
getting
no,
scared.
no,
I was
no,
waiting
Vieira,
in this. Patrick Vieira.
Because you've got kind of you've got like.
Okay, I see what you mean in terms of the attributes, the athleticism and stuff. Okay, I see the point you're trying to make.
And look at Jude for England as well. He can't create as much as he does for Real Madrid.
I see what you're trying to say.
Like,
with the
like
Patrick
he's
Vieira
not. He's
comparison.
like that's just not his best attribute.
Exactly. He's not there, yeah, to be.
Exactly. That's why he's not
that
generational
links that
talent.
final pass, although he did
He's
well.
not that
when he
type of
announced
player.
international.
Yeah.
He's different. He's a box to box. You can get in the box because he's got.
So he's being played out of position.
He's got a wide range of attributes that are beneficial to the teams in certain place, and so that's how they utilize him. You can't expect him to play like Foden because Foden seems to be the one that catches your eye.
No,
in the way he moves, the way he
I don't want him
tackles
to
the
play
ball,
like
the way he moves.
Foden.
It's just
No, of
the
course,
flow
of course,
the conversation.
of
You see what I'm
course.
saying? Because we get it. Foden's one is eye-catching because he can turn, like I say, and he's just got some silky skills that maybe you don't associate a lot with English players. I get that. If that's what we want to say, we'll give it to him. But me, to the end all and be all, yeah, as a description, as a standard generational talent, I don't know what it means. I don't like it because generational talent must be, yeah, that these Ronaldos and Messis, yeah, they were generational talents. They're players that no one will ever see off again. That to me, yeah.
So you think we'll see a Foden again from England?
Yeah. A few years, like he has to be like the next. You won't see it now, but you have to like.
But regardless, I don't even think I care. I don't think I care because I thought, yeah, Ronaldo and Messi have set the standard so high.
Yeah, it's
if they're not
clear.
hitting that,
That
no
thing
one
is
really
clear.
cares.
That thing is clear. That thing is clear.
I'm gonna say this, yeah, and I don't care whatever is said anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna speak. Our favorite strikers, yeah. Since Ronaldo turned 30, I scored more goals than them.
Facts.
Rooney included.
Facts.
I'm done.
Facts.
What does that mean, though?
Facts. He has.
Like, what does that mean, though?
It means, yeah, and Ronaldo was never considered as a generational talent.
Whoa.
No one ever said that about Ronaldo.
Wait.
No one ever said that about Ronaldo coming up
That he wasn't what?
as a generational
No,
talent.
of course not.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
no,
you
but
agree?
he wasn't.
And then look where he ended up. That's my point.
No, but he was talented though. He was very talented.
Yeah,
he
but
got scouted for
he
United.
What was he? He was just a skinny kid that can dribble.
Oh, stop him, man.
Was that not what Ronaldo was? At the age of 21, what was Ronaldo doing?
But wait.
At the age of 22, what was Ronaldo doing?
Wait. How did he get scouted to United?
because
He played against United.
I get that.
But yes, no, my
How
money.
does anyone get scouted, right?
No,
How
but
does
he has to
anyone
have
get
some
scouted?
talent. He has to have some
No,
talent.
I said, was it generational? The
No,
point?
no,
According to the
you
standards
said
of the
no. You said he's a skinny kid who can dribble.
That's what Ronaldo was.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
that's what Ronaldo was.
Security.
Like I said, anyway, I'm done.
This is crazy.
Okay, if you agree or disagree with our thoughts on what constitutes a generational talent, make sure you let us know on YouTube, on Twitter or X and Instagram. But that does it for the Front Three podcast.
Don't forget a TikTok.
Don't forget the TikTok.
Three wise men rule